Hello, everyone. Thank you very much again for agreeing to participate in this experiment. My name again is Abdul-Salam. I'm an economist and a data scientist. In this experiment, which happens to be our fourth experiment, I would like to quickly take you through the consent page as usual. So first of all, just remember that there are no risks to this experiment. The cost and then the payment, everything will be paid back to you in terms of cash. Also, your confidentiality is assured. There wouldn't be any data leakage of the sort. Um, the right to refuse to participate in the experiment. You have the right to say, hey, I'm not interested in this experiment anymore, and just walk away. Please understand this. You do have the right. And if you haven't watched the video, please watch it before participating in this experiment. Now, in terms of if you happen to understand the terms and conditions applied here, kindly click yes. And if you are to, watch the video before participating, you can equally click here yes as well. And just provide your full name as usual to assist with the payment we've been doing it in the past. So this is going to be the very first page that you encounter. And let's quickly move on to the second page, which is trying to understand what this setup is about. So here, you're going to play the role of a customer, but it's somewhat different from the previous experiment. The most important thing here is your aim is to earn as much points as possible as a participant. So the more points you earn, the higher reward that you tend to earn in the form of a cash payment. Now, what's the setup like? So basically, you'll be endowed with a lab money. Here, you'll be given a specific amount of money in a given currency. So we call this currency A, and this is going to be the currency that you'll be endowed with originally. Now you'll be taxed to, purchase two goods. Either you prefer to purchase good B or good B A, or the combination of good A and good B is up to you. Whatever you think will fetch you the highest point, you have to just go for it. Now this is where the difference, comes in. Unlike the previous experiment, with this current experiment, before you purchase good B, you would have to convert your original currency, which has been issued to you in currency A, to currency B. So before you buy good B, you have to convert your currency from currency A to currency B. So an example here, or think of yourself as maybe being a Ghanaian, you have some cedi in your wallet, you would like to go buy some stars in Nigeria. Now, before you buy anything from Nigeria, you for sure will have to convert your Ghanaian currency, which here happens to be the currency A, to the Nigerian naira, which here happens to be the currency B, in order to buy the Nigerian goods, which is the good B. So just think of yourself as in someone in Ghana trying to travel to Nigeria, and you're going to Nigeria to buy the stars from Nigeria, and the fact that you have to convert your currency from the cedi to the Nigerian naira in order for you to buy the Nigerian good. So that's basically the whole idea here. So it's not going to be that complicated in terms of the currency conversion. This is just going to be the major difference in this experiment. Now, as with every currency, if you convert it, if you convert your original currency from A to currency B, there's going to be an exchange rate attached to it. So you have to be a bit more mindful of the exchange rate as well. So that will be shown to us as this experiment moves on. So your decision again, basically you can buy a unit of a good, 2 units, half a unit, whatever unit that you think will fetch you the highest points, just go for it. Now, there's also going to be the law of diminishing returns, which basically says that the more you buy a particular good, the lesser points you tend to earn on the subsequent purchase. So you can imagine yourself being in Ghana, you spend the whole time buying the goods in Ghana, you'll be bored. So there's a need for you to, travel to Nigeria and buy some goods from Nigeria as well. So this is the whole idea of the diminishing marginal returns. The more you buy a particular good, the lesser points you tend to earn on the subsequent purchase. So that's going to be very important for this experiment in terms of earning points and getting the higher cash, reward. Now, the information uh, pertaining to your points and then the cash at the end of each round would be shown to you. So that's going to be something for you to look out for as you play this or as you participate in this experiment. Now let's quickly go on to round one just to understand how the setup is. So as usual, you are being endowed with a given currency, which here happens to be currency A, which is like 50 A currency. So you can think of it as you being given maybe a 50 $50 in a certain currency. Now, this 50 lab currency can be used to purchase good A or good B, or the combination of good A or good B, as I mentioned earlier. Now, the conversion is going to be very important here. So before you buy good B, you would have to change your currency, part of it, or all of it, or whatever you think is good for you. You have to change it from your given currency A to your currency B before you purchase good B. So whenever you are interested in purchasing good B, just remember you would have to convert your currency from A to B. Now, with any conversion, as I mentioned, there's going to be an exchange rate attached to it. So for instance, whenever you change one A currency, you might get 9,000 of B currency. So that's something that you can keep in mind. So whenever you convert one particular currency, how much are you going to get in terms of the other country's currency? So that's going to be the exchange rate here. Clearly defined. Now, in terms of the good, here, good A is cheaper than good B. So in this particular experiment, good A is cheaper than good B. It might be the case that good B might be cheaper than good A in other experiments. But for this specific one, this is just an example of how the price differ. Now, whenever we say a particular good is cheaper, it doesn't mean it has low quality. No, both goods have the same quality. It's just that you pay less for A compared to B. So you are just basically paying less for good A compared to good B. And the two goods have the same quality. It's not as if one good is inferior to other. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the diminishing marginal point or marginal return is going to be very important here. So the very first good that you buy, for instance, the very first good A that you buy, you get 200 points. But if you buy the same good again for the second time, you wouldn't get 200 points. You rather get 148 points. So that means the more you are buying a particular good, the lesser points you tend to earn. So keep that in mind. So that will also inform you, hey, which good should I buy? How many goods should I mix in order to get the maximum point? So this is just going to be it. And this is going to be an example conveying what I just mentioned in trying to understand the exchange rate, the points, the prices, and whatnot. So here you make a decision. Your decision basically is along the lines of you now know you have 50 A currency to spend. How much do you want to spend for good B? So you make the decision that, hey, out of this $50 A currency that I have, I would like to convert an aspect of it to currency B, and that will mean that amount will be used to purchase good B for me automatically. And the rest of the money that I have that wasn't converted will be used to purchase good A. So it's that simple. So you have in your pocket 50 A currency. In this box, you are going to take part of the 50 A currency to convert into currency B. Now, when you convert into currency B, that will mean that you now have that much to purchase good B. Now, whatever is left that wasn't changed in your pocket would be used to purchase good A. So I hope this clarifies the whole procedure. If you have any question, please let me know, or probably get in touch with the coordinators and they will be in a position to assist. So as soon as you put in the currency value here, you can equally tell us what informed your decision, and that will be it. There's going to be a calculator here that can help you make your decisions. You can put in any number at all. When you put in the number, you can click to see, hey, if I'm to convert this much, how much points am I going to get? And that will help you in your decision-making process. So this is all about it. And again, thanks a lot for your time. Looking forward to this result, and hopefully we can discuss it further. Thank you very much.